Hello students. Hello. Hello. Hello students. Is it audible? Students. Hello. Hello students. Welcome in our channel class 10 NCERT SSC Maths with Sujata ji. Welcome students in this session, that is a target February 2026, and we have to now see the previous year board question paper Maths 2 July 2025. Okay students, and it is for the class 10 Maharashtra board. It is for class 10 Maharashtra board students. So let us join us and solve with me this previous year board question paper students. Let us start July 2025 previous year board question paper. So first we have to see it is I am audible or not. Okay students, check out. Let us check out. Let us check out. Okay students, am I audible or not? Yes students. Wait for a minute. Yes, students, wait. Yes. Yes, students. Yes. Hello. 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 Is it audible or not? See. Hello, students. Hello. Is it audible or not? See. Hello, students. Okay. Yes. Okay. Okay, students. Okay. It is audible. Now let us see. Let us start. Let us start this previous year board question paper July 2025. So see students, first year board question paper July 2025, there is a mathematics part 2, that means geometry. For the geometry we have to see this board question paper. Now you know very well that is what are the instructions given by the board in the question paper. Okay students, and these are the instructions. Okay, and you are familiar that students. So let us see the first question paper. First question in this question paper, question first A, choose the correct alternative from given. So the question first is, if triangle ABC similar to triangle DEF, measure angle B is equal to 60 degree, then measure angle E is equal to how much? So now here students, that given is that triangle ABC is similar to triangle DEF. That means students, we can say that angle A is equal to angle D. Angle B is equal to angle E. Angle C is equal to angle F students. Okay, each and every corresponding angles are congruent students. So now here the angle B is given and that is equal to 60 degrees students. Okay, and we have to calculate the major angle E students. We have to calculate the major angles too. So they are the corresponding angles student. So the major angle E is equal to 60 degree, same as it is. Okay student, so the correct option, see here students, the correct option will be B, 60 degree. The correct answer is option is B, 60 degree. Okay, then next one example. example, students. Next one example is that two circles of radii 5.5 centimeter, 5.5 centimeter and 4.2 centimeter touch each other externally. Then distance between their centers is, yes, the two circles touches each other externally, students, externally, and that means, students, here we, if you draw the circle, okay, that externally touching circle, then you can draw this way, and the radius of that, suppose this is the radius of the first circle and R2 is the radius for the second circle. Okay, so that means here, suppose R2, that R2 is equal to 5.5 centimeter and the R1 is equal to 4.2 centimeter, students, and we have to calculate the distance between them. Okay, distance between their center. So that means here we can write here distance between their centers is equal to R1 plus R2, student. So here R1 is a 4.2 plus R2 is a 5.5. So that means, students, here that zero point 0.6, sorry, zero point 0.7 and here 9. So 9.7 centimeters, students, because they are externally touching circles. So here the correct answer is 9.7 centimeter, and that means, students, the correct option is, students, A. Correct option is A, 9.7 centimeter. Okay, students. Then the next one example. See the next one example, students. Okay, and that is a line makes an angle of 45 degree with the positive direction of x-axis. So the slope of the line is, okay, so the slope of the line. So now here we have to calculate the slope of the given line. And here, students, see here slope of the line. Students, see here slope of the line. Okay, and here the given, if the angle is given, then the slope of the line will be, the formula will be tan theta. Okay, because the angle is given, students. Theta is equal to 45 degrees, students. Theta is equal to 45 degree. And if the angle is given, then we write that the formula slope of the line is equal to tan theta, and that means here, students, tan 45 degree. So now here, students, tan 45, that means equal to 1. And so here, students, the slope of the line is equal to 1. The slope of the line is equal to 1. So the correct option is C, 1. So the correct option is C, 1. So now here, student, see the next one example. See the next one example. The volume of a cube of side 2 centimeter is. Yes, students. So we have to find out the volume of a cube. Okay, here volume of a cube, students. Okay, so how can we find out the volume of the cube here, students? So there is a formula, and that you should know the formula. That here, 1 second, students. Okay, 1 second, 1 second, student, 1 second. Okay, 1 second, students. Okay, yes, student, 1 second. Right. Okay. Yes, here. Yes, students, here the volume of a cube, we have to find out the volume of a cube, students, and that's why here, first we write down that formula here, okay? First we write down the formula, students, and then uh, we have to run that, okay? First, I check out here, students. Here, wait for students, wait, okay? Okay, then here students, okay, okay, there is some problem, so I stop here. So now here the volume of a cube of side 2 centimeter is, okay. So now here students, side, the given information is that side, and that side is equal to 2 centimeter, students, and the figure is for the cube, figure is for cube, and we have to find out the volume, okay student. So volume of the cube, that will be, students, that is a cube of side, that will be the cube of side. So here students, cube of 2, so what is the cube of 2, students? That is a 8, so 8 centimeter, 8 centimeter cube, okay, that is a 8 cubic centimeter, students. So that means here students, so that means students, here the correct option, the correct option is the, here D. The correct option is D, students. 8 cubic centimeter. Okay. Then the next one, students. See the next one example. Okay. That next one example is for question 1B. Solve the following sub questions, and it is for 1 mark each. Okay. So the first question is, find the diagonal of square whose side is 10 centimeter. Whose side is 10 centimeter. So first we write down, okay, that given. First we write down given, students. So the given is that, given is that side. First we write down the square. Okay, given figure is square and side is equal to 10 centimeter, and we have to calculate diagonal. Okay, diagonal is equal to question mark, student. So here for finding out the diagonal of square, there is a formula, student. So here I write down the diagonal is equal to, so diagonal is equal to, students, that is root 2 multiply side, root 2 multiply side, okay. So here root 2 multiply 10, side is that 10, so here we can write 10 root 2 centimeter, students, okay. So the diagonal is equal to 10 root 2 centimeter. So now here final answer, so the final answer we write down here that the diagonal of square, the diagonal of square is equal to 10 root 2 centimeter. Okay, students? This is our final answer. Okay? Then next one example, students. See here. Find the second one. Okay, sorry. First, find the diagonal. What happened here? Okay. students, there is a second one question. It is not appear here. Second one question is not appearing here, students. Okay. Find the slope of the line. Third one question is appear here, students. Okay, directly third one question appear here. First I see that which one is that question. Okay, I check out which one is that question. So here second one question, that is write down, yes, the ratio of corresponding sides. Okay, students, we have to write down that. The second one question, yes, second one question here, the ratio of corresponding, the ratio of corresponding sides of similar triangles, similar triangles is 3 is to 5. Find the ratio of, find the ratio of their areas. Find the ratio of their areas. Okay, students? Yes. This one is the second question, students, second example, because it is mixed out. So now here we solve this question. The ratio of corresponding sides of similar triangles is 3 is to 5. Find the ratio of their areas. So now here students, that we have to given. First we write down the given, that is corresponding side of, ratio of corresponding side, ratio of corresponding sides. Okay, and it's equal to 3 is to 5. 3 is to 5. Okay, students, and there are the similar triangles. So we mention here that there are the similar triangle, similar triangles. So we write down that in similar triangle, in similar triangles, ratio of corresponding sides is equal to 3 is to 5. So now here students, that suppose that we can say that triangle ABC is similar to triangle PQR. Okay, students? Then here the ratio of corresponding side. So we can consider any side, the corresponding side, that will be AB is to PQ, which is equal to 3 is to 5. So now here there is a consideration, students. Okay, and then here students, we have to find ratio of, ratio of their areas. Okay, ratio of their areas is equal to. So is equal to, students, that means here students, we have to find out area of triangle ABC is to area of triangle PQR. Okay, that we have to find out, students. Okay, and then we write down, students, that is first here I put. So first here I write down, that is area of triangle ABC is to area of triangle PQR is equal to area of triangle ABC upon area of triangle PQR. Okay, students, and that will be equal to, students, you know that the theorem of area areas of similar triangle. So what that say that theorem? That AB upon AB square upon PQ square. Okay, the ratios of areas of similar triangles is equal to square of the corresponding side. So AB square upon PQ square. So that means here students, AB upon PQ whole bracket square. So here students, AB upon PQ, that means 3 is to 5. So we can write as in this form 3 upon 5. Okay students, and that means here square of 3 upon 5 students. So square of 3 upon 5 students, that means 9 upon 25. Yes students, so the area of triangle ABC upon area of triangle PQR is equal to 9 upon 25. And that means students, the final answer, we have to find out the ratios in the ratio form. So that means here students, we write down area of triangle ABC is to area of triangle PQR is equal to 9 is to 25. 9 is to 25. Okay. So this is our final answer. Okay students. Yes. Then next one example students. Let us check out the next one example. So here third one example is that find the slope of passing through the points A 2 3 and B 4 2. 4 7. B 4 7. Okay students. So now here students, that two points are given. So I consider that let the first point as A 2 3. So that means I consider that A 2 3, that means x1 y1, and so here x1 is equal to 2, y1 is equal to 3. And the students, the next one, that is the B point, that is 4 7, consider as x2 y2, and that means students, x2 is equal to 4, y2 is equal to 7. And if the 2 points are given, then we can find out the slope of the line by the formula. Okay, slope of the line is equal to question mark, and that means first we write down the formula, that is slope of the line is equal to y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. So this is the formula. So now here students, y2 minus y1, so 7 minus 3 and 4 minus 2. So here students, 7 minus 3, that is the 4, 4 minus 2, that is 2, and that means 2 ones are 2 twos are, so which is equal to 2. Yes students, so slope of the line, so final answer we can write down slope of the line is equal to 2. Okay students, this is our final answer. Okay students. So next one example student, see the next one example, that is the fourth one example. So now here students, fourth one, if sine theta, if sine theta is equal to 7 upon 25, then find the value of cosec theta. So now here the given is that sine theta is equal to 7 upon 25, and we have to calculate cosec theta. Okay, so now what is the relation between the sine theta and cosec theta? So they are reciprocal to each other. So here we can get that sine theta is equal to 1 upon cosec theta. So that means here students, 1 upon here 7 upon 25 is equal to 1 upon cosec theta. So that means students here 20 upon 7, 25 upon 7 is equal to cosec theta. So that means cosec theta is equal to 25 upon 7. cosec theta is equal to 25 upon 7. Okay, students, you also solve with me, student. So you get the practice. Okay. So now here question 2, complete the following activities and rewrite it. So that are the optional question and you have to solve only two questions out of the three questions. Okay, students? Then the next one, example. See the first one, example, students. The first question, that is question 2A, is based on the activity based question. Okay, students, and that means here, students, the first one, activity based question. In the given figure, AR perpendicular BC. See here, students, AR is perpendicular to BC. AR perpendicular to PQ. AR as well as perpendicular to PQ, students. Okay, these line segments. And then complete the activity for finding area of triangle ABC upon area of triangle APQ. Okay, students. So now here, students, that area of triangle ABC and area of triangle APQ. So here, student, first we see in this triangle we have to find the ratio of these triangle, student. So first only we have to see in the triangle ABC. So in the triangle ABC, base is BC. Base is BC. Okay, and the height is AR. Height is AR, student. So here I write down in this box, that is the BC, base into height. And in the C here, upon area of triangle APQ. So I see only in the triangle APQ. So this APQ, in the triangle APQ, there is only the base, that base, see only base, and that is in the triangle APQ. The PQ is the base, students, and the height will be same, that is the AR. So here base is PQ and height is AR. So that means here PQ is given, AR is not written here. So I write AR. So now here, students, for the next step, AR get cancelled and we get BC upon PQ. Okay, students. So this is our final answer. So this is our final answer. Okay, students. So next one example, students, see the next one example. In the following figure, segment PS is a tangent segment. Line PR is a second if PQ is equal to 3.6. See here, PS is a tangent. See, students, that observe this figure first. Carefully observe this figure as per the given information in the example, student. So example say that PS is a tangent. PS is a tangent and PR is a second. PR is a second, students. Okay. So that means here, students, that means here we can say that if PQ, and the given is that PQ is equal to 3.6. So that means this one here. PQ, where is PQ? See here. This part PQ is 3.6. Then QR is equal to 6.4. Okay. QR is equal to 6.4, student. So now here, students, we have to complete this activity with the help of this tangent second segments theorem. Yes, students. Okay. And now here, with the help of figure, you also solve this activity, students. So here, students, see that PS square is equal to PQ. So here this part PQ and here that multiply QR, students. Multiply QR. So I write down here QR. Okay, students? That is the QR. So now here, students, that we see that, say that the PS square is equal to PQ multiplied. Okay, so now here students PQ plus. So here QR, here not QR students, here will be the PR students, PR. Okay, so how can we get the PR? So we get PR as PQ plus QR. Okay, students, PQ plus QR. So now here PQ is 3.6, here PQ is 3.6 plus QR. So what is QR? QR is 6.4. Okay, students, and then write down as it is PS square is equal to 3.6 multiply then 3.6 plus 6.4, that means 10. So PS square is equal to 36. So PS is equal to 6. Okay, student. So by the given information that we solve this equation, solve this activity by the tangent second segment theorem. Okay, students. So by this theorem, we can solve this activity. So now, next one example, student. Measure of an arc of a circle is 90 degree and its radius is 14 centimeter. Complete the following activity to find the length of an arc. Okay. Then here length of an arc is equal to theta upon 360 multiply. So here we have to write the formula. So length of arc. So here it will be 2 pi r. So theta is given, that is the 90 degree. So here 90 upon 360 multiply 2 multiply 22 upon 7 multiply. So here we write down the r because 2 is write down, also pi is write down, but the r is not write down. So here we write down 40. Okay. So now here by solving this step, then we can get this answer. So here that is 0 0 get cancelled, then 9 ones are 9 and 9 fours are 36. They only write down 1 upon 4. So we have to solve, we have to calculate this part only, students, this part. That is 2 multiply 22 upon 7 multiply 14. So that means here 2 multiply 22 multiply 14 divided by 7. So 7 ones are 7, 7 twos are 14. So 2 multiply 22 multiply 2, that means here 22 multiply 4 and that means 88. Okay, student. So here I write down 88. Then here students 1 upon 4 multiply 88, that means here divided by 4. Then here 4 to the 8, 4 to the 8, and that means length of an arc is equal to 22 centimeter. Okay, students. Then next one example. Next one example is for the question 2b, and that is solve the following sub questions any 4. Okay, there are the 5 questions and you have to solve only the 4 questions. Okay, so let us see the first example in the following figure. In triangle element, ray MT bisects angle element. See here, there is a triangle LMN and MT is the bisector of this angle element. Okay, so now here the given information is that LM is equal to 6, MN is equal to 10, TN is equal to 8, and find LT. Okay, so first we write down students given. So here given is that in triangle element ray MT bisects angle LMN and LM is equal to 6, MN is equal to 10, TM is equal to 8, and then LT is equal to question mark. Okay, students. So now here students, first we write down which formula is applicable here for this example. See here, the angle bisector formula is applicable here, students. Okay, so first I write down that ray NT bisect angle LMN. Therefore, by applying angle bisector theorem, so here we can write here that Lm upon Mn is equal to Lt upon Nt. Okay. Then here we put the values here, students. So Lm is equal to 6, Mn is equal to 10, is equal to Lt, that we have to calculate, and then here Nt, that Nt means Tn also. Okay. So that means here, students, that 8. So I here write down NT as 8. Then by cross multiplying, students, LT is equal to 6 multiply 8 divided by 10. Okay. So LT is equal to that 6 is 48 upon 10, and that means here, students, 4.8. And then 4.8 only write down 4.8, do not write units. So here LT is equal to 4.8. That is our final answer. Okay, students. Then next one example. Find the surface area of sphere of radius 7 centimeter. So now here, students, we have to find out surface area of sphere. First we write down the given. In the given, students, first we write down the sphere. Okay. So here sphere, and then we have to find surface area. So I write down surface area is equal to question mark, and then radius is equal to 7 centimeter. Okay, students. So here we have to calculate the surface area. So we know the formula for the surface area. What is that, students? Surface area is equal to 4 pi r square. So here 4 multiply 22 upon 7 multiply square of 7. So here, students, 4 multiply 22 upon 7 multiply 7 divided by 7. So here 7 get cancelled here, students. So the remaining part will be 4 multiply 22 multiply 7. Okay, students. So that means here, students, that 4 multiply 22, that means 88 multiply 7, and that means here, students, 616 square centimeter. Okay, 616 square centimeter. That means here, students, we write down the final answer. Surface area of sphere. Surface area of sphere is equal to 616 square centimeter. 616 square centimeter. Okay, student, you write down this example. Then next one example, students, see the next one example. Yeah. In the following figure, major arc NS is equal to 125 degree. Major arc EF is equal to 37 degree. Then find major angle NMS. Okay, student. So now here, student, first we write down the given. That in the given we write down major arc NS is equal to 125 degree. Major arc EF is equal to 37 degree. And then we have to find major angle NMS. Major angle NMS is equal to question mark. Okay, students. So now here, students, see here, students, there is a formula for that. The major angle NMS, we have to, if you have to find out the major angle NMS and the two the two arcs are given, that is arc NS and the arc EF is given, then there is a formula, students, and that formula is that, students, that formula is that here, see here, that formula, angle NMS is equal to, students, half of major arc NS plus major arc EF. Okay, so now substitution, students. So here 1 upon 2 in the bracket, major arc NS is 125 plus major arc EF, that is equal to 37. So here their addition is 37. So here 2 162. Okay, students, that is 162, and the half of 162, that means, students, 81 degree. So angle NMS is equal to 81 degree. Okay, students, this will be our final answer. Okay, then next one example. See the next one example. So next, find the coordinates of midpoint of the segment joining the points P 22, 20 and Q 0, 16. Okay. Then here first we write down the given, and that given is that consider the 2 points P 22, 20 as P x1 y1, and that means, students, x1 becomes 22 and y1 becomes, students, 20. And here the second point Q, consider 0, 16, consider as Q x1, sorry, x2 y2, and that means x2 becomes 0 and y2 becomes 16. Okay, students. So we have x1, y1 and x2, y2, students, and here we have to find out the coordinates of the midpoint of segment. So here I write down that coordinates of midpoint of the segment. Midpoint of the segment is equal to question mark. Okay, student. So now here there is a formula for calculating coordinate of the midpoints of the given segment. So here first we write down the formula, that is coordinates of midpoint of the segment. Midpoint of the segment is equal to x2 plus x1 upon 2, comma, y2 plus y1 upon 2. That means equal to, students, here x2 plus x1, that means 0 plus 22 upon 2, and here 16 plus 20 upon 2. That means here, students, 22 upon 2, and here 36 upon 2. So that means here, students, 11, 18. So here 11, 18 are the coordinates of the segment. Coordinate of midpoint of the segment. So I write down here the final answer. Coordinates of midpoint of equal to 11, 18. So students, this is our final answer. This is our final answer. Okay students. Then next one example. See the next one example students. Find the volume of a cone if radius of its base is 7 centimeter and its perpendicular height is 15 centimeter. Okay students. So now here students, first we write down the given. Okay, first we write down the given. So here given is that, given is that cone. Okay, figure is cone, and here radius, that means we say that r, which is equal to 7 centimeter. Then perpendicular height, that means I write down here perpendicular height. Perpendicular height, and that is called as h, which is equal to 15 centimeter. Okay students, and we have to calculate the volume, and then we can write here that v. For volume it will be write down the v is equal to question mark. Okay, so now here there is a formula for the volume of cone. Okay, so which one is that? Volume V is equal to students, and it is for the cone students. So it will be 1 upon 3 pi r square h. So here substitution, pi will be 22 upon 7, r will be, that is radius, square of 7, and multiply height, that will be the 15. So here numerator place, the write down the numbers on the numerator place. So 22 multiply 7 multiply 7 multiply 15, then divided by 3 multiply 7. So here students, 7 get cancelled out, so 3 ones are, and here 3 15s. So here 22, the remaining numbers are 22 multiply 7 multiply 5. So here I write down volume V is equal to 22 multiply 7 multiply 5. Okay. So here students, 22 multiply 7, that means student 154 multiply 5. Okay. So multiplication of 154 multiply 5, that means here 770 cubic centimeter. Okay, 770 cubic centimeter students. Okay, that will be our final answer. So here we write down that volume of cone. Finally we write down volume of cone is equal to 770 cubic centimeter. Okay students, then see the next one example. Next one example is that for question 3a, this is the question 3a. Complete the following activities and rewrite it. Any one. We have to write given the two examples, and we solve only the one example students, and the one example having the 3 marks students. Okay. But it is very easy example students, because it is on the base of activity. Okay. So let us see the first example. So here first example is students, that if tan theta is equal to 1, then find the value of sin theta plus cos theta upon sec theta plus cosec theta by completing the following activity. So here the first step is that, see here students, the first step is that tan theta is equal to 1, that is given, and here but tan, sorry, which, okay, which theta having the 1, value. Okay, so here tan 45 is equal to 1. Okay, so I write down here 45 tan 45 degree is equal to 1. So theta is equal to, theta is equal to 45 degree. Okay students, theta is equal to 45 degree. Then here sin theta plus cos theta upon sec theta plus cosec theta, which is equal to sin 45 plus cos 45 degree divided by sec 45 degree plus cosec 45 degree. Each and every angle we substitute the 45 degree because the given angle will be 45 degree students. So now here the sin 45 degree, students, the sin 45 degree and that sin 45 degree will be students 1 upon root 2. Okay, 1 upon root 2. So I write here plus cos 45, it is also 1 upon root 2, and then sec 45, that sec 45 degree is equal to students that root 2, and then cosec 45, it is also root 2. So here students, after solving this 1 upon root 2 plus 1 upon root 2, that means 2 upon root 2, and root 2 plus root 2. Root 2 plus root 2, that means 2 root 2 students. Okay, and then solve these steps students. That after solving this step, see here 2 upon root 2 multiply the reciprocal of 2 root 2, that means 1 upon 2 root 2, that means 2 get cancelled, and the remaining part will be 1 upon root 2 multiply root 2. So here students, root 2 multiply root 2, that means 2. So here the final answer will be 2. 1 upon 2. Okay, so here we write down sin theta plus cos theta upon sec theta plus cosec theta is equal to 1 upon 2 students. Okay, then next one example. See the next one example. In this example, in the following figure, see here students, there is some disturbance students. Okay, so here in the following figure, point O is the center of the circle and length of chord AB, length of chord AB is equal to the radius of the circle. Find the measure of, find the measure of angle AOB, angle AOB, that we have to calculate the central angle, this one angle students. Okay, see here, we have to calculate this angle students, this central angle, angle AOB. And then second one, arc AB. We have to calculate this arc AB. Okay, and then next one, angle ACB. We have to calculate the angle ACB. That means this students, this portion. Okay, so now here students see the activity in triangle AOB. In triangle AOB, AO is equal to OB is equal to AB. All the sides are equal. All the sides are equal. And that means students, here the triangle AOB is an equilateral triangle students. It is an equilateral triangle. Okay, then measure angle AOB. So now here we can write down the measure angle AOB. So the measure angle AOB will be 60 degree, this angle will be 60 degree, and this angle will be 60 degree, because each angle of an equilateral triangle is same, and that will be 60 degree. So I write down here 60 degree. Now measure angle AOB, measure angle AOB is equal to measure arc AB. Okay students, because it is a definition of measure of arc. The central angle acquire the arc AB students. So that means they both are equal. So here we write down measure arc AB also equal to 60 degrees students. and the major angle ACB. Major angle ACB, and that means students that is equal to have 1 upon 2 multiply students. Multiply major angle, sorry, major arc AB. Okay, major arc AB students here. Okay, so now here first we write down that here see here students, first write down major angle ACB. AB. Okay, here and here the formula, the on which base we have to say that because the angle inscribed theorem. Angle inscribed theorem. Okay, that we have to say that. Then 1 upon 2 which is equal to 1 upon 2 multiply 60 degree, and that is equal to major angle ACB is equal to 30 degree. Okay students, that is the final answer, 30 degree. Then next one example. Next one will be the B part, and that B part will be solve the following sub questions, any two, and each having the 3 marks. Each having 3 marks. So see the first example in this part. The first example is that student, find coordinates of point P if P divides the line segment joining the points A minus 1 7 and B 4 minus 3 in the ratio 2 is to 3. Yes, students, here we have to find out the coordinates of point P. Okay, first we draw the figure students here, that the line segment. If you draw the line segment AB, the A minus 1 7 coordinates are minus 1 7, the coordinate of B are 4 minus 3, 4 minus 3. So now here that there is a something on the line segment AB, there is a some point P, and then we write down that XY. Consider that the coordinates are XY. So now here students, first we write down P XY is equal to question mark. Okay, then here A, the first point minus 1 7, and say that A consider as x1 y1, let A minus 1 7 consider as x1 y1, so x1 is equal to minus 1 and y1 is equal to 7. And here student, the next one, the B point, that is minus 4 minus, sorry, 4 here only students, 4 minus 3. So B 4 minus 3 consider as B x2 y2. So here students, x2 is equal to 4 and y2 is equal to minus 3. So now here this is the formula for the section formula. This is section formula students. So here we write down by section formula. By section formula that we can find out P xy which is equal to mx2 plus mx1 upon m plus n, comma, here my2 plus ny1 upon m plus n. Then here students, that in this line segment we say that this line segment, that P divides this line segment with the ratio m is to n, and that is the 2 is to 3 ratio. That means m is equal to 2 and n is equal to 3 students. Okay, so now here P of xy, substitution here students, P of xy is equal to 2 multiply 4 plus 3 multiply minus 1 divided by 2 plus 3, comma 2 multiply minus 3 plus 3 multiply 7 divided by 2 plus 3. Bracket complete. Then we have to solve this example. Okay. So then here P of xy is equal to that 8 plus minus 3. 8 plus minus 3 divided by 5, comma here minus 6 plus 21. Minus 6 plus 21 divided by 5, which is equal to 8 minus 3 divided by 5, comma 21 minus 6, that means 15 students. So 15 upon 5. And here 8 minus 3, that is 5, 5 upon 5, comma here 3, so here 1, 3. So here P of xy is equal to 1, 3. P of xy is equal to 1, 3. So here these are the coordinates of points P. So here we write down the final answer. Therefore, coordinates of point P is equal to 1, 3. This is our final answer. Okay, students, this is our final answer. So now let us check out, solve out the next one example. See, students. Okay. The next one example is draw a circle with center O. See here, there is a connection, root connection. Draw a circle with center O of radius 3.4 centimeter. Draw a chord MN of length 5.7 centimeter in it. Construct tangent at point M and N to the circle. Okay, students, this is the example. This example is from the chapter construction. Okay, so now this is the video for the construction topic is different, so you may see the all the constructions in that video, students. Okay, so next one example, see the next one example. Prove that in a right angle triangle, the square of the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of squares of remaining two sides. Yes. So the theorem is given, students, and this is the Pythagoras theorem. Okay, student. So very easy and very important for this this coming February 2026 examination. Okay, student. So observe this carefully, students. Okay, so first write down that we students first write down here. First the part will be the statement, students. The first one part you have to write that statement. So first you write down statement. Statement in a right angle triangle. In a right angle triangle, you have to write down as it is, students. Okay, the square of hypotenuse, the square of hypotenuse is equal equal to the sum of the squares of remaining two sides. Remaining two sides. Okay. Then here students, then next part will be for draw the figure. Okay. From this information we draw the figure. Okay. So here students, the figure will be in a right angle triangle. So here I draw the right angle triangle. Okay, here is a right angle triangle and that I name is that ABC. A, B, C. B is the right angle. Okay, and the square of hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the squares of remaining two sides. First, this one is our first. Primarily, we write down this triangle first. Then here, write down the given as per the figure. So here first we write down triangle ABC is a right angle triangle. Right angle triangle. And here AC is a hypotenuse. AC is a hypotenuse. AB and BC are right angle sides. Are right angle sides. Okay students, this much. And then given is finished, then we have to write down the to prove. Then the next part will be to prove. That we have to prove that square of hypotenuse, that is means square of AC. Square of AC is equal to the sum of squares of remaining two sides. So here square of AB plus square of BC. So here we'll write down statement, then draw the figure, then given and then to prove. Okay. Now here the next part. If there is a construction, yes, there is a construction because this figure is insufficient to prove this AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. Okay student, so there is a construction and that construction is that students, first we write down that here first there is I write down proof. See here students, on the base of this, first we write down that okay. Okay, there is a construction and we see that the construction, there is a construction necessary and I write down that construction that there is a point D on the hypotenuse, which is that coming from the vertex B, and which is perpendicular AC. So here we write down the construction. Draw segment BD, such that BD perpendicular AC. BD perpendicular AC. Now here this figure is sufficient to prove our proof. Okay students, because there are formation of the three triangles students. The original one ABC, which is the right angle triangle students. Then this one the second triangle, the triangle BDA, which one is the right angle triangle students, and the third one triangle, that is triangle BDC students. It is also right angle triangle students. So there is a formation of three triangles students. So by similarity property we can prove this. Okay, so now here the next one, proof part. So here first write down the proof. So these are the constituent students. These are the parts that you have to write down if you want to get the full marks for the theorem. Then you should write down the statement, then figure, then given, then next one to prove. If construction is necessary, then that one, and then proof students. Okay, so now let us start that proof. So now here students, first we write down that the proof. So here students, first that here similarity of right triangle students. Okay, so all these three triangles are right angle. So here students, these three triangles are similar to each other. These three triangles are similar to each other. So our first step will be that writing down these three triangles are similar triangle. So I write down that first step, triangle ABC, that is the original one. Then second triangle, new triangle, that is BDA, triangle BDA, and the third triangle, that is BDC. So here these three triangles are similar to each other. So, and the base is that similarity of right angle triangles. Here first we write down similarity of right angle triangle. Similarity of right angle triangle. Okay, this is the base. So now here one by one we have taken the two pair of the triangles. Okay, and that we have to show out that the corresponding side, they are equal in a corresponding side. So here the next one part I write down here first. Then first I take the uh, two triangle students, two similar triangle students. So first I write down triangle ABC similar to triangle ADB, or say BDA. Okay, these are the similar triangle. Then here students, then we can say that here first we consider that ABC here ABC is similar to A is the common. Okay, in this BDA triangle A is common. So here students first we write down the common. So A for A, and then D is a 90 degree. Okay, and B is here 90 degrees, so AD. Okay, and then the next one, that is the C is congruent to ADB. Okay, so here our part is that triangle ABC is similar to triangle ADB, students. Okay, triangle ABC is similar to triangle ADB. Okay, so now here their corresponding sides will be equal. So ratios of corresponding sides will be AB upon AD is equal to BC upon DB is equal to AC upon AD. Okay, students. So we write down that first here we write down that corresponding sides. Okay, here the base is that, or the reason is that corresponding sides. Corresponding sides. Okay, so here students we choose only these ratios AB upon AD is equal to this last one, that is AC upon AB. Why we choose this? Because here cross multiplication, after cross multiplication we get the square of AB. So here AB multiply AB is equal to AD multiply AC. So here AB square is equal to AD multiply AC. Okay, students, see here AB that means the first right angle side. AB means the first right angle side, students. So this is the part, this is the first part, students. I write down here, this one is the first part, students. Then the next one, that first we write down the triangle ABC similar to triangle ADB. Now the next part, in the next part, we write down the triangle ABC similar to triangle BDC. Okay, students? Here we can write down also here, this is the first part and this will be the second part. So here we write down triangle ABC similar to triangle BDC. First we check out that similarity is correct or not. So here A and A is congruent to angle B in the BDC. Yes, B is 90 degree, D is 90 degree. Correct. C is common in both the triangles. So this is the correct corresponding parts. Now here one to one correspond is okay. So now here therefore we say that the corresponding sides, ratios of corresponding sides are equal. So AB upon BD is equal to BC upon DC is equal to AC upon BC. Yes. So now here students, which ratios are applicable here? Which two ratios are applicable here? See students, here this ratio is applicable because after cross multiplication we get BC square. Okay. So first we write down that BC square BC into BC, that means BC square, students. Okay. So here I write down that BC divided by DC is equal to AC upon BC. So here BC multiply BC is equal to DC multiply AC. So here BC square is equal to DC multiply AC and then call it as the second one equation. This part is the second one equation. Okay, and here is the first one equation, students. Okay, so now here after getting first and second equation, then we add these two equations. Okay, we add these two equations. So now here the next part, that is the third part, will be, students. Third part will be that adding equation 1 and 2. Adding equations 1 and 2. Then here the first one equation, the left hand side AB square, and here the in the second equation the left hand side will be BC square. Then here right hand side, that is AD into AC. AD into AC. Plus here DC into AC. Okay. So now here AC is common. So here AC common from this. So AD plus DC. AD plus DC. So here AC multiply. So here students see in the figure AD plus DC, and AD plus DC, that means students AC. So here I write down AC. So here AC multiply AC, that means your students AC square. So here AB square plus BC square is equal to AC square. That means students AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. Yes students, this is our last step, and that is of the to prove. Okay, in the to prove, we write down this step. AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square, and so hence prove. But the last step will be students that we should have to write the statement. We should write down the statement. Then you can get the 100% mark out of marks, students. Okay. So here we write down the last step, that is in a triangle. Therefore, in a triangle, in a right angle triangle, the square of the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the squares of remaining two sides. Remaining two sides. And then we write down hence proved. Hence proved. Okay. So this is our last part. Then you can get out of marks, students. Okay. Then next one example. See the next one example. So the next one example, that is for the question 4. Solve the following sub questions. Here any two examples are there. We have to solve any two example. So here in that exam question, the first example is triangle ABC has sides of length 4 centimeter, 5 centimeter and 6 centimeter, while triangle PQR has perimeter of 90 centimeter. If triangle ABC is similar to triangle PQR, then find the length of corresponding sides of triangle PQR. Yes, students. So here, students, we have to find out that the triangle, that is sorry, the length of the corresponding sides of triangle PQR. Okay, length of the corresponding sides of triangle PQR. So first we write down as per the given information here, students, as per the given information. So here given is that in triangle ABC. So here in triangle ABC, the there are three sides. So I write down AP is equal to 4 centimeter. Length of AB is equal to 4. Length of BC is equal to 5 centimeter. Length of CA is equal to 6 centimeter. Okay. And while triangle PQR has perimeter of 90 centimeter. So here in triangle PQR, that is the perimeter is equal to 90 centimeter, students. So perimeter, so I write here perimeter is equal to 90 centimeter. Okay. And then here triangle ABC is similar to triangle PQR. So here I write down triangle ABC similar to triangle PQR, and then write down length of corresponding sides of triangle PQR. So here length of corresponding sides of triangle PQR, and that means students, that means nothing but we have to find out length PQ is equal to question mark, length QR is equal to question mark, and then students length RP is equal to question mark. The corresponding sides of the triangle PQR are PQ, QR and the PR. Okay students, so that have to finding out PQ, PR, PQ, PR and QR. Okay, so how can we finding out students? So here the given main, they give us a clue students. There is a clue and they give us that is the triangle ABC is similar to triangle PQR. Okay students, here given is that triangle ABC is similar to triangle PQR. Okay, here we write down the given. So now here students that the triangle ABC is similar to triangle PQR is given. That means the ratios of their corresponding sides are equal. So here we say that AB upon PQ is equal to BC upon QR, and here students AC upon PR. Okay, these ratios are equal students, and here the given information is also that the perimeter of triangle PQR is equal to 90 degree. Okay, so that means here students, that means the addition of length of PQ, length of QR and length of PR is equal to 90 degrees students. So here students, that we can say that here that here perimeter of 90, the perimeter of triangle PQR is 90 centimeter. So here students, we say that here first we substitute here 4 upon PQ is equal to BC, that is the 5 upon QR is equal to AC, that is a 6 upon PR, and we consider that ratio, that you know that in the 9th standard we see that the ratio proportionality. Okay, and that K method, you know that the K method. So by the K method we can solve this. Okay, so here 4 upon PQ is equal to K. Here 5 upon QR is equal to K, and here 6 upon PR is equal to K. Okay students, then we have to find out that is the K value. So here that we know that the PQ plus QR plus, here first I write down perimeter of triangle PQR, that is equal to 90 centimeter, and that means here PQ plus QR plus RP is equal to 90 centimeter. So I write down only 90 here. Okay, so now PQ. So here PQ will be students, it will be that from this observation that PQ will be 4K. So here PQ 4K. So I write down here, sorry, 4 upon K students, so 4 upon K. Not here 4K. 4 upon K is equal to PQ. Okay, so here I write down 4 upon K. Okay, at the place of PQ. QR will be, so students, QR becomes that 5 upon K. So here I write down 5 upon K. And then next one students, that is a RP. So RP is equal to 6 upon K. So I write down here 6 upon k, and that is equal to students 90. So here students, the denominators are equal. So here we say 4 plus 5 plus 6 upon k, which is equal to 90. So here students, that 6 plus 4, 10, 10 plus 5, 15, 15 upon k. Here students, 15 upon k is equal to 90. Okay students, then here we will solve this. 15 upon 90 is equal to k. Here 15 ones are 15, 15, 6 are 90. So k here students. Okay. So here k is equal to 1 by 6. Okay. K is equal to 1 by 6.